Welcome to Tyson's TV, a program by the Tysons Regional Chamber of Commerce, your link to opportunity.
Welcome to Tysons TV. My name is Leha Anderson. I'm Manager for Media and Community Relations at Dominion. Today we're going to talk about social media, and we're going to talk with Peg McDermott, who is with Kogo Interactive. Welcome, Peg.
Thank you. It's nice to be here. Thanks, Leha.
Great to have you here, and I know from personal experience that you know a lot about social media.
Thank you.
Peg serves on our chamber board and is the marketing chair.
Right.
So whenever we talk about communicating with our members and communicating with the public, we're often talking about social media and how we use that as a tool, a very powerful tool.
Yes.
So,
as we were just discussing.
yes, exactly. So let's start with, tell us a little bit about yourself and
Okay.
how you got involved in the social media realm.
I started out in television sales, and I worked for a CBS affiliate up in New York, Central New York. And I moved from the television world into the advertising agency world so I could get a more fuller picture of marketing and how marketing worked and how to effectively use marketing to build my clients' businesses. And that included media buys, it included brand development, good copy, good conversion tools on websites. And I got a good 360-degree sort of holistic view of how marketing works and how to integrate everything. And then from there, I was around when the internet became the internet for us, and loved the technology and loved the immediacy of it. And back then, flash websites were the thing.
Okay.
Now, not so much, because Google can't see a flash site. But the point is that I went from more of a generic overview to really focusing more on the online world. And it started with websites, because really most of us, when we have an online marketing plan, it's web centric. So there's a website really in the middle of that, and the website really helps us to get our message across as to who we are, what we do, and what we'd like the visitor to do when they get to our website.
Yes.
So I really focused more on the online world because I loved it. You know, it's just something that I gravitated to.
Right.
I'm wired that way, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it is such a different world today.
It is.
When we think about how we communicate with one another, how businesses communicate with potential customers, such a different
It
world.
is hugely different.
Talk a little bit more about that for me.
Well, there was a time when, with marketing, we pushed our message onto people. And we basically would create the message and we would send it out via the electronic media and print and cable and other means to get that message out to people. And we basically told them, this is what you're going to like. And we pretty much would take that hook, line, and sinker because we didn't know any other way to be. And with the advent of social media now, it's much more pull advertising, much more pull marketing, in that it's more transparent. We have a voice now in the brands and the businesses that we communicate with and we do business with. And we are letting businesses and companies know what we want, what we expect in terms of service, in terms of products, in terms of how we interact with that brand. And the really smart businesses have taken hold of that, and their business has grown as a result because they listened to their customers, they changed as a result, and now their customers are their best brand ambassadors. So it's really gone from a one-way conversation to an engaged conversation between businesses and the market and the consumer.
Okay.
Those of us that purchase.
That's really what social media is today. What isn't social media?
Social media isn't a sales platform. And for those that have used social media to advertise and promote themselves or their services and their products, they get a lot of pushback. And they won't get the kind of following that you can get on social media. And what makes social media so powerful is building that following. Because the following is what helps make your content go viral.
Right.
They share. And then their friends' friends share. And it grows from there. But if you're online and you're promoting and you're marketing yourself and you're not really engaging in value-added content, how can I help my target market? How can I help the people that are interested in what it is that we do? If it's always about you, it's like going to like a party. And you're talking to someone and all they want to talk about is them
Right.
and what's going on with it. It's got to be a conversation.
Right.
And with social media, those that have done it well know that it's a conversation and that they share value-added content that I can take away. If I see something that is of value to me, I can either download it, I can utilize it some way in my life to make my life better. That's the bottom line.
What I'm also hearing you say, though, is that social media can't work alone. If you're a business and you want to market and you want to promote and you want to draw an audience, then you've got to use multiple platforms to do that. Social media just being one of those platforms. Is that right?
Right.
Okay.
That's a very good point.
So how well does social media, or how easy is it to work social media into some of the other traditional marketing or promoting vehicles that we've used in the past?
Social media is a platform that can pretty easily integrate with print campaigns, with email campaigns, which email really right now is considered traditional advertising now, marketing.
Wow.
And Facebook has been one of the channels that's been very effective in helping businesses build their email opt-in list. So one of the ways in which businesses can integrate their social media with their print and other advertising they're doing is to make sure that they're promoting all of their social media channels on the different venues that they're in. If they're in print, that they would let folks know they have a Facebook page or a Twitter page or LinkedIn or Pinterest or YouTube. To make sure in their email signatures they have all of those links as part of their email signature. And that's just a great integrated approach to let people know that we're here, but we're also in all these other
Here are all
places
the
that you
other
can find
spaces.
us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's funny you should say that because I'm noticing people's signatures at the end of their emails are getting longer and longer and longer, and there's so many links to different things. So,
Yes.
so it's easy to get involved in social media, isn't it?
There's
But
not
there's
too
a
many
right way to do
barriers.
it,
Is
and
there
there's a wrong way to do it.
Yes. I think with many that I have talked to, and I do seminars on social media, is many get that technical overwhelm. It's like there's so many social media channels, I don't know which one to start with first. Do I need to be in all of them? Why? What's the point? And what I share with folks is start with one. Start with Facebook, start with LinkedIn or Twitter, or maybe two. But you don't need to be in all channels at the same time to make it effective for you. And I think that brings a lot of relief to folks, that to clients, to others that want to use social media, but they're not sure how to get involved. Do they need to get involved? And many do want to get involved, but they don't know where to start.
Right.
And so we help them we break it down and make it less technically scary, because it is very simple, and it's getting simpler and simpler to sign up for any channel, to register for any channel, to set it up, to post pictures, to post podcasts, videos. There's much that you can do.
So is there a certain channel that's better depending on the type of business that you're in, or is it more based on what your personality is?
That would depend on whether you're using social media as a personal, like a personal tool, or business. Personally speaking, many use Facebook to exchange lots of things with friends and family and extended high school reunion type
That's right.
opportunities. But many use LinkedIn to develop their personal or their professional brand. And the professional brand is very important in the business world. So it's important to pick and choose those channels that make sense for for your personal growth. And some use Facebook, some use Twitter, some are using Pinterest. And it's important to look at social media as a way to build your professional brand. And many use LinkedIn, some use Twitter. More and more are using Pinterest to build their personal brand or professional brand, and also to extend their reach to different target audiences that may only be in those channels. So you can reach so many different people by integrating the various social media channels.
I am on Facebook, and I do media relations, so a lot of the people that I'm in connection with on Facebook are my friends are reporters, and I'm noticing that a lot of the reporters are creating a separate page for their personal friends and then a different page for their professional contacts. Is that something that you recommend that owners of businesses and people who have professional Facebook pages do?
Well, it depends on the person. Like many real estate professionals, as an example, will use their personal Facebook page as a means to promote their business and the listings that they have. Many businesses want to separate their Facebook personal presence from their professional presence. You do need a personal profile in order to create a business profile. And so once you use that personal portal to create the business portal, the two don't generally have to connect again. What you can do is invite friends to fan your page, and you can also use Facebook to reach out to other companies or other professionals to like your page. So, and you can use Twitter to drive people to your Facebook page. So there are many things that you can do on a professional basis that are not really involved at all or not at all integrated with your personal profile. So people do like to keep them separate, and that's a good idea.
You know, just as a side note, I'm listening to you talk, and I know I've said a few things too in this conversation we've had so far. We have a whole new vocabulary, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
I mean, we use words, you know, did you like my page? You know, I'm a fan of your page. We say things that are it's like a whole new dictionary just to keep up with social media. So I guess my question to you is, where would someone go to find good information about what each of these different types of social media platforms are, and what do some of the new words, the new vocabulary, what do some of those words mean? Is there a term list somewhere? And before, we're going to have to take a break, but I want us to come back and let's talk about this vocabulary that we have now, but where's a good resource for people who just don't know enough about social media? They're not at that point yet where they can ask someone, you know, help me sign up for Facebook, because they don't know if that's the right channel for them. So we'll come back and talk about that in just a moment.
Great.
Thank you.